So initially, I was a bit hesitant on making this video. I've had this concept saved up for a few months and I've been familiar with it going around, but in the wrong hands, it could be bad. But I think for the sake of education and for you to understand how social media might be deceiving you and tricking you, is important to know. So I'm going to break down the tactics, the method, and why, frankly, this is making a lot of sales. I'm going to break down a few of these videos that are getting millions of views and hundreds of thousands of people just commenting, being interested in the product. This is all for educational purposes only. With that said, let's get started. So the first one here is this style. And it goes like, it starts off by saying something where it builds credibility. This one's like, I was a flight attendant for the most luxurious airline for 5 years, but no one believes me when I say this. And these are going to list out a couple different things. Now we're going to run through it. I'm just going to show you this real quick so you have an idea. That's where they placed a product. So let's go up to the first slide that follows the slide with them in it. So it shows this. It's like flight attendants with small breasts were made to drink fenugreek tea every day. And a lot of times this has a little bit of something unhinged, and that element makes people want to share. So it's like, okay, this is like, wait, what? Small breasts? So people share it. And the thing is, it'll fill these tips up. Like this video style, it'll fill these tips up with generally like universally accepted things as good and healthy. So like this is just tea. You could replace this with like matcha tea or green tea or black tea that's made from a small batch organic origin. Like that's universally accepted as good and healthy. So this also even has like follows up with, I was one of them, and with this I went up a cup size in just 2 months. Anyways, next one is, they only let me use natural soaps on my face and body. Commercial soaps damage your skin because of all the chemicals. So this is also something else that's natural. It's agreed that it's going to be good for you. After that, something else that is unhinged as well says, since we wore short skirts, they made us eat watermelon to avoid smelling down there. It gets rid of that fishy smell in your private area because it regulates your pH levels. So this is also something else that's like healthy, like watermelon's healthy. You could probably put papaya in there or dragon fruit just to have it interesting, but that's just accepted. And then they implement before long flights, we had to drink a small glass of probiotics. It reduces bloating in your tummy by improving your gut health. And then it says, I use this one. I've linked it on my profile. Boom. This is where they implement in the sell, the product that they are pushing. And then the next one, it just goes back to, if you're interested in learning all the beauty secrets that airlines teach us, comment flight attendant and I'll tag you in the next videos. It just goes back to looking like another regular TikTok account. But the thing is, all of this was really to build up to sell this, because you're watching all the other stuff that's credibility building, and eventually it's like plugs us in just so seamlessly that you don't even notice that this is here. And so the next ones will also implement some aspects of that where it's just very believable that it's a real TikTok, but it actually isn't. So here's another one. Realistic truth to living in Japan. So here, we'll talk about general things like dating. Oh, Japanese men do not believe in 50-50, plus they love being so dominant. I literally met this guy 2 weeks ago, and I'm already moving into his penthouse. Plus, he's Yakuza. Help. So it uses these things that are super sensationalized, like Japanese men do not believe in 50-50. Like, you need to have a sample size of at least 30 before it's statistically significant, right? And she's probably dating just one person. So obviously that's not true. And then, sorry, that was a stats joke. And then things like, oh, they're so dominant. These are like really hard takes that are controversial. So they're saying stuff like this, and also Yakuza. So there's like 3, maybe 4 elements in here that is share worthy. Like whoever's seeing this is going to be like, hey, what the heck? And then they're going to share it to their friends just because of the shock value alone. And then here moves on to something else that's potentially believable too, like job opportunities. Japanese companies love foreigners. I'm literally being offered a minimum of $80K a year for having a 14 degree. I'm not sure what that is. That might be niche to a specific country. It feels great to not be living check to check anymore. Now, I'm guessing they're not American, because Americans would probably say check by check, or what was it? Check to check. Living check to check. And tipping is considered rude in Japan. They apparently think you're calling them homeless by offering them money. This is also controversial and like off the hinge. Like, you're not really calling them homeless, you know? Like, it's probably just not as accepted, but And I was like, I was almost kicked out of this restaurant for tipping. So this is also like something else, like two things in here already that's so controversial and such a hard take that anyone that's seeing this that doesn't know is thinking this is still a person talking about Japan facts. And then they're sharing this with their friends because they think this is so crazy. And then next, it's like all showers in Japan are required to have this water filter. It literally cleared up my acne in a week. Wait a minute, water filter? And so you have this water filter here, which is obviously going to be in their profile, like link. And then even said here, I even wasted $150 shipping it to my mom back home, not knowing she could have just gotten it on Amazon. Whoa, conveniently, this amazing thing in Japan is available on Amazon. Well, the link's in the profile. And so my sister is moving here next month to comment Japan, and I'll tag you in a video about visas. Well, this is just a honest video about tips in Japan. And at the end, if you want to learn about visas, well, here you can learn about visas. So this is just so like implemented sneakily in there. It's like a genuine video or potentially a genuine video about tips in Japan. And then boom, water filter. And then link is in the bio. And then back to normal. Hey, you want to learn about visas? Follow us for more. Okay, so this one, let's break it down. This is the first things first is it shows.
Listen to this. Where you spend 280.
All right, so let's break this down. The first things first is it shows just some crazy sensational headline like Mariah Carey's dog died at age 24. One, that's a really old age for a dog. And here's why she spent $286,000 to discover the holy grail of youth for her dog. Now, this is something that every pet owner is interested in. Like, you don't want your dog to die, or, at least you want your dog to live past 20, which is already probably really rare. So that's the first page, and then it intrigues you. That's a crazy hook. So now she keeps building on these facts and talks about health, things like, okay, the Jack Russell Terrier generally lives 13 to 16 years old. And these are just like random videos and B-roll that she has going on. And then she starts listing off these different facts that are just healthy things, like pumpkin, high fiber, good for digestive system. These are all going to be like true facts. Or like ginger here. She'll talk about the benefits of ginger promoting blood, heart health, and etc. Cranberries, like these are all accepted things that are going to be healthy. Like if you tell me to take vitamin E oil or something, it's probably going to be healthy. And then boom, this comes in. She's like, oh, my dog doesn't like ginger. But there's this other thing that you can take, and it's available on Amazon. Just look it up. It's called Other Half Everyday One. And so conveniently, you could just take this supplement, and then your dog will have all the things that we just mentioned. And this will be linked on either on her profile, or because she mentioned that you should look it up on Amazon, this is also helping the SEO of this page, of this product. So then when you're going on Amazon, you look it up and you actually go there and click on that link. Amazon's got to register that people are looking this product up versus just clicking a link to get there. So it helps them as well. And then one crazy thing that you may have not noticed is that she's AI. So this is a scripted out AI person. It's not a real person. And it looks really real. But this is all completely AI. You can tell with different ways the movements are and how the voice is as well when you watch it. So that's just something else to notice as well, is that they're using these human-looking avatars that are AI to make it so believable. And just to show that video, that was from this random page, Pet Lover 7. 700 followers and 500K views. That's 500,000 in views. And you can see all the interactions here. 200 comments, 13.7K saves. Like this is obviously working. And she's replying to some of them, he or she. You never know who's behind this since this is AI. Now, what you may have noticed is that this tactic piggybacks on a genuine looking video format. And because it does that, it gives you all these tips and makes it look like it's something real. It implements this little parasitic link and this sale that it's trying to push at you. So thanks for watching the video. Please don't scam anyone, and I'll see you in the next video.